Today we're exploring the magnificent Cathedral Saint-Pierre-et-Saint-Paul de Nantes. It's right here in the heart of Nantes. It's one of the tallest Gothic cathedrals in France, and it took nearly 500 years to build. It's got soaring stone arches, royal tombs, and a dramatic history. So we're here in downtown Nantes. We're at the Cathedral of St. Paul and St. Peter. It's the main cathedral in Nantes. It's very historical. It's built in 1434. It went through many a construction phase, but it was finally finished in the 18th century, only to be bombed during World War II. Watch our video on the Chateau Bretagne, which is basically down the street. So that chateau, the fortress, was bombed during the war, World War II, and that bombing damaged this cathedral. So it was rebuilt fully restored in the 70s. Had a fire in 2020, restored again, and it just recently reopened. So we're gonna go inside. So as you can see, as we're inside the church at the altar, everything has been completely restored to its original condition after the fire. They spent years slowly restoring the entire church to its original Gothic structure. And what the local community did was they put the statues of their local saints in here. There's Saint Felix, Saint Gohard, Francois de Ambos. They're all either born or served in Nantes. So the church is dedicated to them and their service in the Nantes area. So here in the back of the church is a painting, a representation of the Pietà, the famous moment after the crucifixion when Christ's body is mourned with the Virgin Mary. This is a modern and expressionist style. You can see the figures are elongated, earth tones, rough brushes. So the woman in the blue represents Mary, and there's a sign that says Minot, which refers to the French painter André Minot, which was commissioned to do the painting. So here in the entrance of the church on the other side is a statue of Saint Clare, who is often referred to as the Bishop of Nantes. Dating back to the early centuries of Christianity, he established Christianity in Nantes and was sent by Rome to evangelize Western France. He's associated with healing miracles, especially involving eyesight. So as we walk further through the church, you could see parts of the church are still under restoration. They're still trying to restore it to its original form, and there's some spaces that are blank and still under construction. So as we get the full picture of the church, you would see the classic French Gothic architecture. Pointed arches, as the tall arches draw your eyes upward toward heaven. A core design in Gothic architecture, ribbed vault ceilings, intersecting stone ribs distributes the weight evenly, massive vertical ceilings. Height and light is the concentration. Allows for light-filled interior. So Gothic cathedrals are designed to flood the church with divine light, and that's exactly what happens here in the Cathedral of Nantes. This cathedral took nearly half a millennium to build, and every arch was designed to make you feel small beneath something greater. The construction began in 1434 and took over 450 years to complete. That's longer than the existence of the United States. This is the tomb monument of Francis II, Duke of Brittany, and Marguerite de Fa, one of the most famous masterpieces inside this cathedral. The reclining center is Francis II and his wife. The four standing female statues are prudence, justice, temperance, and fortitude. The symbols: the mirror for prudence, the scales for justice, the armor for fortitude, and the imagery for temperance. The lion and the dog at the base, they symbolize strength and courage and loyalty and fidelity. This isn't just a tomb, it marks the end of Brittany as an independent kingdom. The stained glass in this cathedral is very unique because it's modern and abstract. It's in contrast to the Gothic architecture. Highly colorful, it's focused on light rather than narrative imagery. So this stained glass, and all the stained glass in here, was installed after damage to the cathedral. So many French cathedrals are blending the medieval Gothic architecture with the modern 20th century stained glass. The abstract is designed to create a feeling of spiritual energy, divine light, and movement through space. This painting depicts the catastrophic fire at Nantes Cathedral. The plaque below actually reads "The Cathedral on Fire." This cathedral suffered multiple major fires in history, but the most famous one was in 1972 when the roof caught fire during the restoration work. It destroyed much of the roof structure and caused enormous damage. The restoration took decades. There was also a recent fire in 2020 which damaged the grand organ and parts of the interior. This is a statue of St. Peter, one of the most important figures in Christianity and one of the 12 apostles. You identify St. Peter by the keys he is holding, a classic symbol, the seated teaching authority pose, and the halo behind his head. The translation reads, "You are Peter, and upon this rock I will build my church." Peter is one of the cathedral's patron saints.
These are the ruins of the old city walls that date back about 1700 years. We're Todd and Custodia from Eat Here, Stay Here. We retired early and we're traveling around France with our 2 dogs.
We're traveling to restaurants, staying at different cities and towns. So I hope you follow along and like and subscribe.